Well, good morning again, everyone. Hope you've had a blessed morning, and I hope you've been seeking after righteousness. Let's get into today's lesson. Still talking about righteousness. Got a couple more questions I want to go over. And the first one is how to display your righteousness. How to show it. How to let people see it. Ephesians 6:14 through 17 says, "Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all of this, take up the shield of faith, which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God." What is the breastplate? Breastplate covers your torso. This is where most of your attacks are going to come. Satan shoots after the heart. So keep that breastplate of righteousness in place because it protects you. So seek after righteousness. This verse describes perfectly how to display your righteousness. I think one of the most important phrases in the verse is the last one. All of this is through the Word of God. The Bible is a perfect word, is the perfect Word of God. And the more time we spend in this Word, the more we grow in righteousness. If you want to seek after righteousness, read the Word of God. Read the Bible. There's some chapters in there that are tough to read. A lot of genealogies in some places, a lot of others. But if you'll take the New Testament, start with Matthew, and read all the way through, you'll be seeking after righteousness. The Old Testament is very important. We should read it. We should study it. We should know it. But what Jesus said is in the New Testament. Sure, he spoke through the prophets and he spoke through the people that wrote the books of the Old Testament. But his life while he was on earth is recorded in the New Testament. So read the Bible and seek after righteousness. Next question is how our lives should show our righteousness. In other words, when people look at us and see our lives, they should be able to see righteousness coming through us. First verse is Philippians 1:11. "Filled with the fruit of the righteousness that comes through Jesus Christ to the glory and praise of God." So be filled with the righteousness that comes from Jesus Christ. Ephesians 6:14 says, "Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, and with the breastplate of righteousness." There we are again, talking about the breastplate of righteousness. Wear it proudly and let everybody see it. 2 Timothy 2:22 says, "Flee the evil desires of youth." Now this word flee here, it could be better defined as turn and run as fast as you can. When you see evil, when you run into temptation, turn and run as fast as you can. Get away from there. God gives you that ability to turn and run. So flee from the evil. Flee the evil desires of youth and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace. Flee from those evil desires of your youth, along with those who call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Notice that when you flee, you turn around and you run. When you flee from these evil desires, you gain righteousness. And you also gain faith, love, and peace. So when we gain righteousness and faith and love and peace, we should do this with others or like minds by working with them and fellowshipping at church. You can grow much better and gain more knowledge of God and get more righteousness if you do that with other believers. If you do that in church, you need to find a good Bible teaching church and become part of that fellowship so you can testify with other believers and they can gain through you. It's a two-way street, but we should also carry it further than just a church. We should carry church with us everywhere we go. The church is not a building. The church is the people, the believers that are in the church. So when you leave there, you're part of the church and you carry that church with you wherever you go. And that should be your mindset forever. We must share our testimony of righteousness with everyone. By the way we live our lives, by the way we talk, by the way we do everything. So be righteous in your living, in your life, in your talk, in your walk. You've heard the saying, walk the walk and talk the talk. That's exactly what you need to do with righteousness. You need to tell everybody, you need to show everybody. So I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. And again, seek after righteousness